Allow me to introduce myself. Who knows what dastardly crime he might perpetrate next?
My name is Bernard Height. I hail from Redlands, California, the Orange Grove city, and really kind of moved and now live in kind of Washington, D.C. area, Frederick, Maryland, and I'm dedicated to kind of trying to see if something might happen playing music as a saxophonist, and I'm a student in the game, and God has really blessed me to kind of open up this opportunity here to make it to the second phase of this Apollo amateur night, and I'm just so blessed to be around such awesome talent, and I'm humbled, and I just here stepping out on faith to see what God has and what He does, and I hope that I can encourage somebody. For all the musicians and stuff like that who are just steadily trying to get better, I'm playing for you, and I'm not anything special. There are tons of awesome saxophonists that can do awesome things, but God has given me a gift in music, and I'm going to try to use it. And I just pray everybody who's got a gift and a calling in music to just be accountable, be responsible with it, and then go out and step on faith and just and give Him praise through your music. So that's me. I had some awesome parents, but they were really on me to get into music, and they first started me on the piano. I think I was taking lessons with Mr. Lincoln way back in the day. I think I had to been like in first grade, and then when I first got to third grade, they opened it up and they had all the music instruments on stage in my elementary school, Mariposa, and with Dr. Sherman, and I picked the saxophone, and ever since then it's been a true passion and joy growing as a student of music.
Male saxophonist from Frederick, Maryland. I need that energy for Bernard Height.
So I grew up in Redlands and kind of was involved with music there, and I really have to give it to God and the church family that kind of really took me in, the Greens, and that's where kind of really the seeds were planted, I think, to really grow in music, outside of the sheet music. And then kind of got to college, and my roommate Alvin, really pushed me in church, and he's a gifted piano player, but kind of together playing at Bethel, played around, and we kind of did kind of weddings, and then we started a small group called Signature. With a shout out to Khalil Roundtree and Warren and all the singers that were involved. But just started kind of really trying to go at music in a real way, gigging, and really kind of trying to hone our craft. And then we graduated, and then we kind of all moved different places for work. I moved to DC for work, and then since then I just kind of been trying to make it, playing church gigs and weddings and stuff like that. And I'm just committed to the craft, really trying to kind of get tutelage from a lot of mentors, and with Quamon Fowler and some of the different teachers that are in my area, but really trying to kind of grow, get kind of some chops underneath my fingers and really be able to play what's in my heart. 3 kind of words of that I've kind of come up to learn and kind of respect the music. That music is really a process, and I think that the key part is practicing and really trying to put the focus on practicing and doing learning your scales, doing the long tones, doing the boring stuff, to be able to kind of sound good when you try to go out and perform. And then also just always try to keep a humble spirit about you. There's a ton of awesome musicians, but steadily stay learning, stay trying to transcribe, stay trying to kind of call them and ask them for words of wisdom. And sometimes you might have to kind of pack up their sax or help them set up or something like that. But get around kind of the greats and pick up what they have. And then more importantly, just be committed. There's a lot of times you kind of go through some times where you might get discouragement, or might get some criticism, or there might be some hate that come from different places. But I tell you, if God has got a gift for you in music, He's going to allow it to come to pass. But you have to make the choice to let Him have His way with your music, and you got to do that in the face of adversity. You got to do that in the face of when you sound good and when you don't, and just stick with it. But if you stick with it, I promise you, you're gonna be able to kind of really rock and do some awesome things. And I'm telling you, I'm just humbled. I'm a nobody, but God Himself allowed me to be here standing with you at the Apollo for a second time in the 2017 season. And we'll just see kind of how things go. But no matter what, I'm encouraged, no matter what happens on that stage.